We all lose loved ones, and we are often forced to leave the care of those who have passed, whether this be cremation or burial, in the hands of strangers. Imagine the horror if they were never actually put to rest. Well, unfortunately, this nightmare would haunt the lives of more than 300 families. As in February of 2002, authorities arrived at the Tricounty Crematorium in Noble, Georgia, only to find a sight that would leave them speechless. In the 1970s, the Tricounty Crematorium was founded to serve cremations for Georgia and the neighboring states of Alabama and Tennessee, and was a renowned place for cremations in the Tri-County until 2000. In the year 2000, we were greeted with our first red flag as law enforcement would be alerted by a gas man who was at the crematorium to provide services for the facility, and would report to the authorities of, quote, bodies being irresponsibly scattered around the building. However, the Walker County Sheriff Department would find no issue that needed to be dealt with, so it was dismissed by authorities. Now, as crazy and bizarre that it is, this would be dismissed by authorities. This would not be the last incident, nor the most disturbing. In November of 2001, the EPA, or Environmental Protection Agency in Atlanta, Georgia, would receive an anonymous tip informing them of body parts in the woods surrounding the Tri-County Crematorium. When the Walker County Sheriff's Department was informed for the third time of the ongoing issue with the facility, they reportedly conducted a routine check where they found nothing. Yet again, we are greeted with another suspicious lack of findings by the Walker County Sheriff's Department. Barely 3 months after the Walker County Sheriff's Department's routine check, the EPA would yet again be informed by a community member that while walking their dog, they uncovered a human bone on the property surrounding the vicinity of the Tri-State Crematorium. EPA agents would then arrive to the scene only to find their worst nightmare: a human skull and more human bones scattered around the woods, which would prompt police arrival on February 15, 2002. What the Walker County Sheriff's Department would discover would prove even worse than they could have ever dreamt.
The bodies found on the property were left uncremated and in some cases unidentified.
As on February 15, 2002, the investigation would find an unbelievable amount of corpses in a scene straight out of a horror movie.
Hundreds of uncremated bodies were discovered near a crematorium in Noble, Georgia.
Okay guys, I'm going to take a minute here to warn you the next part of the story will be dark, will contain details and images not set for every audience. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned.
Approximately 339 bodies were located and discovered there on the property of the Tri-State Crematorium.
The bodies found on the property were left uncremated and in some cases unidentified.
Authorities would enter the property to find coffins haphazardly stacked in rooms, corpses legitimately lying in boxes that were leaking fluids onto the floor, some dressed for funerals, others still in hospital grounds. One body was reportedly lying halfway inside the crematorium oven, and another draped across a wooden crate with the skeleton of an infant at its feet. However horrifying this may be, it only gets worse, as it's revealed the families of the corpses were sent cement dust, not the ashes of their loved ones. Only one arrest was made as a result of this horrifying event, in the form of Ray Brent Marsh, who would later be convicted of numerous charges, including abusing a corpse, burial service-related fraud, and theft by deception. Marsh would serve 13 years in jail, being released in 2016. No matter the reason for this event, one thing could be a possibility. And with so many unidentified bodies, as such negligence by the authorities, this leads me to suspect something of a much darker nature. That's gonna end this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below any events you'd like a video on. In the meantime, enjoy